Good day everyone, this is Sir Kuya CK and today, panibagong tutorial na naman ang gagawin natin and it is more about another subject which is cost accounting. So this subject or yung video tutorial natin will tackle the topic job order costing, no? But before that, before tayo pumunta dun sa job order costing, we need to analyze first and at the same time to practice ourselves on dealing with computing with the costs, no, manufacturing costs, work in process inventory and finished goods inventory to come up with our COGM or yung cost of goods manufactured and cost of goods sold natin. Okay? So, hindi na natin i-elaborate yung pinaka lecture regarding that because this video tutorial is focused on practicing ourselves with different kinds of problems. Okay? And by that, we're going to start na by this problem na nakuha ko from the book of cost accounting ni Sir Guerrero. So if you want to have these kinds of video tutorials, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, no, so that we can have more followings and at the same time ma-reach yung iba pang mga accountancy students. Well, wag na nating patagalin. Let's start. Okay? So here I have a problem. The following cost data were taken from the records of JCG Manufacturing Company. Okay? So JCG Manufacturing Company. Okay, ang question sa atin, based upon this information, the manufacturing cost incurred during the year was, so ang hinahanap sa atin ay kung magkano yung total manufacturing cost. Now, before diving into the problem itself, no, ang gawin muna natin is i-define natin ano ba yung manufacturing cost or ano ba yung inclusion niya, paano natin siya mako-compute. Well, si manufacturing cost ay meron siyang tatlong components. Okay, huwag niyong kakalimutan to. Meron siyang tatlong components. We have the DM or the direct materials, we have the DL or the direct labor, and also we have the OH or the overhead. Most of the time, tinatawag siya na factory overhead, pero pwede din na manufacturing overhead. Okay? So, yung tatlong yan, it makes up with our manufacturing cost. Okay? Pag pinag-add silang lahat, pag itong lahat pinag-add, makukuha natin si manufacturing cost. Okay? So, we have to identify now with these expenses. Okay. So, bitin. So, etong mga expenses na to, ano dito? Yung DM, yung DL, tsaka yung OH. Okay? So, hahanapin natin siya, i-identify natin. Now, may mga costs na hindi manufacturing. Okay? Kasi, may mga expenses. Yan. Ilagay natin. Expenses na, dalawa kasi yung type ng expenses natin na pwedeng ma-encounter sa sa cost accounting, no? We have the product cost, okay? The product cost and the period cost. Okay? So, probably na encounter niyo na sila, pero ipasadahan lang natin ng konti, no? Si product cost kasi ito yung related talaga dun sa mismong product or dun sa mismong manufacturing, no? Yung product talaga mismo yung tinitignan natin. Ano yung mga expenses na included sa paggawa ng product na yon. Whereas sa period cost naman, it is more of admin and selling cost. Okay? Selling cost siya. So, when it comes to manufacturing cost, ang hinahanap lang natin ay yung mga product cost lang or yung mga cost na related sa paggawa ng product mismo. Whereas itong period cost, ito kasi yung part na ng administrative and selling expenses sa FS, no? So, hindi natin isasama si period cost. Si product cost lang ang hahanapin natin. And yung product cost nga ay related dito sa tatlo, which is the DL, at saka overhead. Yan. So, wag kakalimutan yan. Okay? So, medyo burahin lang natin. So, medyo burahin lang natin kasi we're going to give more space para sa computation natin for this problem, no? Yan. So, again, ang hinahanap sa atin ay manufacturing cost. Okay? So, isa-isay natin siya. Depreciation on factory equipment, that is manufacturing cost, and it is part of overhead. Okay? Depreciation on sales office, that is not included, no? So, hindi natin siya isasama kasi that is a period cost. No? Sales office eh. So, sa office, kung ano yung depreciation nung dun sa office mismo. So, di siya kasama. That's period cost. Next, advertising. Advertising is also not part because that is part of selling expenses. Freight out or shipping, no? That is also not part of the of our cost kasi yan ay selling na din, selling expenses. Next, wages of production workers. Take note, production workers. So yan ay kasama. Okay, and that is part of the direct labor kasi production workers are really part of making the product itself. Okay, so that is direct labor. Then, raw materials used. Used na. So, yan ay DM or direct materials. Okay. Kapag nag-compute tayo ng manufacturing cost, yun din yung isa natin sa kailangan tandaan eh. We are accounting for the raw materials used. Okay? Hindi purchased. Okay? Kaya nga siya cost eh. Ibig sabihin, nagamit na. Okay? Nagamit na. So, used ang kukunin natin when it comes to raw materials. Merong mga pagkakataon na may mga problems sasabihin sa'yo na raw materials purchased. Okay? That's not part of the cost or the manufacturing cost kasi hindi pa nagagamit yung raw materials. That is still part of our inventory. Okay? So, huwag kakalimutan. Next, sales, salaries, and commissions. So, dahil ito ay part of sales, of course, diyan kasama kasi that is selling. No. Mali pala ako ng ano. Ito. Yan. So, diyan kasama. Then, factory rent. Factory rent. No? So, mismong factory na. So, kasama yan dito. That is part of overhead. Okay? Then, factory insurance. Factory na naman. So, that is also part of OH. No? Or overhead. Then, materials handling. Materials handling. That is actually part of DM. Bakit? Kasi materials yung, kumbaga, nakakabit siya dun sa materials. Ang siste kasi dito, hindi naman tayo magkakaroon ng materials kung hindi na handle or walang handling cost. No? Or hindi na handle papunta dun sa factory. So, by that, kasama pa din siya dun sa cost natin or sa manufacturing cost natin. Yun yung lagi nyong tatandaan. May mga costs na kailangan i-incur para para dumating yung materials papunta sa factory natin. So, kailangan natin siyang ipasok sa manufacturing cost. Okay? So, materials handling, DM siya. Isasama natin siya sa DM. And then, administrative salaries is not part of our cost. Kasi administrative, admin expenses yan. Okay? So, by that, meron na tayong na identify na part ng ating computation for manufacturing cost. We have the OH, DL, and DM, and other parts. Okay? Ngayon, ipag-a-add natin yung mga yan. Okay? So, 1K plus 28K. Sige, samahan niyo ako sa pag-a-add ha. 1,000 no, plus 28,000 plus 47,000 plus 2,000 plus 500 plus 1,500. Okay? At ang sagot natin dyan ay equal to 8,000. Okay? And 8,000 is letter B. Yan ang ating sagot. 8,000. Okay, burahin lang natin ng konti para mas madaling makita. Yan, 8,000. 80,000 pala. Sorry, 80,000. Bakit 8,000 lang? Ayan. So, 80,000 yung ating sagot. So, that's how we compute for the total manufacturing cost. Don't forget that. Okay? So, next tayo. Next problem. Punta tayo sa next problem, no? Okay, so another problem came from the book of cost accounting ni Sir Guerrero. So, let's start. Okay, kapag nagde-deal tayo with the problems, always remember na ang tignan muna ay yung question. Ano yung tinatanong sa atin? So, for this one, for April, the cost of good manufactured is. Okay, so ang hinahanap sa atin dito ngayon ay COGM. Okay? Or cost of goods manufactured. Ngayon, paano siya kukunin? Or ano ba yung inclusion ng cost of goods manufactured? Di ba kanina, ang pinag-usapan natin is about the manufacturing cost. So, sa manufacturing cost, okay, lagyan natin manufacturing cost, we have 3. We have the DM, we have the DL, and the overhead. Okay? So, yan yung inclusion ni manufacturing cost. Kapag nakakuha na tayo ng manufacturing cost, ang mangyayari, lagyan natin siya dito, manufacturing cost. Yan. Pag pinag-add natin yung tatlo, no? Ngayon, after nyan, idadagdag natin si manufacturing cost doon sa ating tinatawag na WIP. Okay? WIP beginning. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng WIP? Yan ay yung work in process inventory. Okay? Work in process inventory. Kasi 'di ba kapag nailagay mo na lahat ng manufacturing costs mo, yan, yung materials, yung labor, yung overhead, 'di ba pinaprocess na siya. Okay? Pinaprocess na siya. Kailangan pa siyang i-process bago pa natin makakome up with the finished goods. Okay? And may mga products na hindi naman agad na gagawa, no? Hindi natatapos agad, no? So, siya yung tinatawag na work in process. Okay? Work in process pa. So, work in process beginning, and then we have to deduct work in process ending. Okay? Yung work in process ending, ang ibig sabihin nito ay kung ilan na lang yung natira na work in process na inventory. Okay? Kapag dineduct natin tong WIP end, ang makukuha natin dyan ay yung tinatawag natin na COGM. Okay? Ibig sabihin, anong amount na ng inventory yung na manufacture na. Okay? Kasi ito work in process eh. Pero dineduct mo yung ending balance ng WIP, no? So, ang lalabas dyan ay kung ilan na yung na-manufacture mo na goods. Kaya, ang tawag natin sa kanya ay COGM or cost of goods manufactured. Okay? And that's how we're going to get our answer for this one. Kailangan ma-identify natin magkano yung DM, yung DL, yung OH, at magkano din yung WIP end at saka WIP beginning. Okay? So, ganyan siya. Huwag natin kakalimutan yan. Okay, punta tayo dito sa problem. So, sabi dito, Catering Company manufactures special machines according to customers' specifications. Okay? So, yung customer specification na yan, ay yan yung parang, actually premise yan ng job order costing. Okay? Job order costing. So, talagang naka-customize siya based on the customer's preference, no? Or specifications nga. Yan. So, the following data were available at the beginning and ending of April. Okay? So, meron tayong beginning, meron tayong ending na balance for materials, for work in process, tsaka for finished goods. Okay. So, during April, direct materials costing 40,000 were purchased. Purchased ito, ha. Direct labor cost total 33,000. And factory overhead was 17,160. Okay. So, itong mga binigay sa atin, that is actually related or importante when it comes to dealing with the manufacturing cost. Okay? And sabi nga natin, bago natin makuha si COGM, kailangan alam muna natin si manufacturing cost, kung paano natin siya i-compute or kung magkano si manufacturing cost. So therefore, we'll have to compute muna. Magkano si manufacturing cost? Punta muna tayo kay DM. Si DM, meron siyang beginning balance, no, na 32,400 kasi materials inventory. So, beginning ni DM ay 32,400. Ngayon, nag-purchase daw siya or during April, nag-purchase daw si Catherine ng materials. So, nadagdagan yung ating materials dito. So, purchase. Lagay na natin purchase. Yan. Syempre, pag nag-purchase, madadagdagan siya. So, idadagdag natin siya. 40,000. So, equal to 72,400. So, yan yung available na materials natin, no? So, total materials available for use. Materials available for use. Okay? Yan. So, 72,400. Ngayon, kailangan natin makuha kasi yung used na direct materials for the month of April, di ba? Kasi sabi nga natin, ang kinukuha natin when it comes to computing materials, manufacturing cost is DM used. Okay? Used dapat. So, para makuha natin yun, we have to deduct our DM end. Okay? Yung ending balance ng ating direct materials or ng materials natin. At sa natin kukunin yun, kukunin natin siya dito. Which is yung 34,000 natin. Okay? So, deduct natin 34,000. Yan. So, ang DM used natin ngayon is equal to 72,400 minus 34,000. We have 38,400. Okay? So, yan yung ating DM used. Ngayon, ilagay muna natin siya dito kasi wala tayong space. So, 38,400. Yan. Meron na tayong DM. No? Tapos, ang next natin na i-compute ay yung ating labor. So, burahin lang natin to ng kaunti. Yan. Hopefully na nasasabayan nyo, no, yung computation. So, for the direct labor, we have 33,000. Oh, ibura ko, sorry. 33,000. So, wala tayong kailangan i-compute, no? Binigay na sa atin. 33,000. Yan. And then, for our factory overhead, we have 17,160. Yan. Ngayon, we have to compute for the manufacturing cost. So, 38,400 plus 33,000 plus 17,160. We have 88,560. Okay? So, may manufacturing cost na tayo. Ngayon, hanapin natin kung magkano naman yung WIP beginning natin. We have here, our WIP beginning na 7,200. And WIP end natin is 16,240. So, ilagay na lang natin sila dito. Okay? So, medyo burahin lang natin to para magkaroon tayo ng space. So, magkano ulit? 7,200. And then, 16,240. So, gaya ng ating formula, no? So, i-compute lang natin. Yan. So, 88,560 plus 7,200 minus 16,240. We have a total of 79,540. Wait lang. Burahin natin. 540. Okay? 79,540 is our answer. Yun yung ating tama ba? 520 pala. 520, sorry. Okay, burahin ulit natin. So, we have 79,520. No? Na COGM. Okay? So, yan ang sagot natin and that is actually letter C sa ating choices. Okay? So, that's how we get our cost of goods manufactured. Sige, next tayo. Next problem. Number 8. Okay. So, again, punta tayo sa question. The cost of goods sold during the period was, so magkano daw yung cost of goods sold natin? Kanina, meron tayo ng COGM, di ba? O, sige, ulit natin. Manufacturing cost, merong tatlo. Okay? Manufacturing cost, we have DM, DL, tsaka overhead. Ngayon, makukuha natin si DM. Then, saka natin ibawas idagdag si WIP beginning. Mali pala. Bakit DM? Okay, sige, ulit. MC, or manufacturing cost. And then, dagdag natin si WIP beg. And ibawas natin si WIP end. Para makuha natin si COGM, or cost of goods manufactured. Ngayon, ang dagdag dito para makuha natin yung cost of goods sold is idagdag natin si finished goods beginning, and then ibawas natin si finished goods ending para makuha natin yung cost of goods sold. Okay? So, ang idea kasi ni cost of goods sold kasi yung hinahanap natin or yung kailangan natin i-compute, no? So, magkano daw yung cost ng mga goods na nabenta na or sold na. Okay? Yung COGM kasi, this is the cost ng mga na-manufacture na goods. 'Di ba? So, kapag na-manufacture na yung goods, ibig sabihin, 'di ba, siya ay considered na as finished goods, no? So, idadagdag natin siya sa beginning inventory natin ng finished goods, and then kaya natin mina-minus yung yung finished goods end natin is because we wanted to know if magkano or ilang finished goods na yung naibenta na. Okay? Kaya lumalabas si cost of goods sold. Okay? And yan yung ating hahanapin dito sa ating problem. So, punta tayo dito. A manufacturing company had inventories at the beginning and end of 2018 as follows. So, we have here beginning and end. And, yan, meron tayo ditong info. During 2018, the costs and expenses were incurred. So, ito yung mga costs and expenses. Raw materials purchased, and direct labor, and etc. etc. No? So, kunin natin isa-isa ulit. So, punta muna tayo ulit sa DM. No? DM ulit tayo, no? Wait lang. Okay. DM beg. Magkano yung ating beginning material? 44,000. 44K. 80K na lang natin. And then, purchased natin is this one, which is 600,000. So, 600K. And then, DM end natin. I-diretso na natin to. DM end natin ay 60,000. Okay, 60. Okay. So, magkano yung ating DM? Tama pala. DM used. Okay? So, 44 plus 600 minus 60 is equals to 584K. Okay? So, yan. Lagyan natin siya dito. 584,000. Next, DL naman. Direct labor cost daw is 240,000. So, ilalagay na lang natin siya. 240K. Ngayon, may sista dito. Indirect labor cost. Saan ba siya ilalagay? Sa DL? Or may iba pa siyang kailangang paglagyan? Of course, siya ay hindi pwede sa DL kasi nga indirect eh. Ang hinahanap natin sa DL ay direct labor. Ibig sabihin, directly naka-apekto siya dun sa paggawa ng product mismo. Okay? Example of indirect labor are yung mga supervisors na pag-alagala lang sa factory, no? O yung mga admin na nandun mismo sa factory, no? Pero considered pa rin as labor cost. So, yun yung mga example. Pero hindi sila kasama sa DL. Sila ay considered as factory overhead. Yung mga costs na yon. So, OH, itong 120,000. And then, ito din, yung taxes, utilities, etc. OH din yan. And sales and office salaries are not considered kasi siya ay period cost. Okay? So, itong dalawa lang. So, sa OH natin, we have 120K and 100K. So, that is equal to 220K. So, yan yung OH natin. 220K. Ngayon, let's compute. 584 plus 240 plus 220, we have 1,044,000. Okay? And then, WIP beginning natin ay ito, 80,000. So, we have 80K here. And then, 96,000 na ending. Okay. So, 96,000. So, ibawas natin. Okay. 1,044 plus 80 minus 96. We have 1,028,000. Okay. Next, finished goods natin, 50,000 and 36,000. So, finished goods beginning 50. Okay, 50. And then 36,000. Yan. So, 1,028,000 plus 50 minus 36. So, we have 1,042. 1,042,000 rather. Yan. Okay. So, ulitin natin. Plus 50 minus 36. Okay, tama naman. 1,042,000. So, that is our cost of goods sold. And that is actually letter B in our choices. Ayan. So, 1,042,000. Okay. So, that is how we get our cost of goods sold. Yan. So, paunti-unti, no, na iintindihan natin kung paano mag-solve ng